Attention, everybody. It is August 29th, Wednesday, August 29th. This is episode 46 of the Daily Comic. I'm Jimmy Bird. This is a show in which I read one comic book a day and then come here and tell you what I think about that show. Today's comic book is this crossover event, DC and Looney Tunes, Lex Luthor, Porky Pig, number 1. Lex Luthor, Porky Pig, number 1. DC and Looney Tunes did a big crossover event last year that fans loved. The people really got into the different combinations of what they're doing on. There's a bunch that came out this week. Gossamer and Harley Quinn, Catwoman and Tweety and Sylvester. I'm forgetting the rest now, which is bad. And then Lex Luthor and Porky Pig. Joker, Daffy Duck. But Lex Luthor and Porky Pig. I wanted to read one of them. I chose this one to review for you guys and let you know what's going on. I picked this one basically because the big star of last year's big crossover event was Batman and Elmer Fudd. Like, this thing was written in a very noir fashion where Elmer Fudd is hunting Batman, and in that, Porky was one of the kind of the crazy zany characters. And by the cover art, I felt like I was getting kind of a more in-depth view of that world, where we have a Lex Luthor looking to give some sort of cut or shave to a Porky Pig, a more stylistic, realistic-looking Porky Pig. It was not the same thing, but all in all, it was a decent story. So the main idea is that Porky Pig got rich off of his own kind of Porky Bucks, this kind of Bitcoin type thing, and then it all went bust because of a hack, a security breach, in which he started bussing tables at a local restaurant, and that's where Luthor found him and hired him. This reminded me a lot of an old movie called The Hudsucker Proxy, if there's any old people, or old as me, watching this tonight. You'll remember an old Paul Newman, Tim Robbins movie, and I felt like that's what they took. They're like, let's take the Hudsucker Proxy from 1989, 1990, throw in Porky Pig, throw in Lex Luthor, throw in a cocktail of different current events, big pharma, conceal and carry, a lot of dramatic, very political in its kind of writing, but also very relevant. I think they did a good job. So it's like they kind of put this cocktail together and showed you these characters. So, without giving too much away, the trial and error, a lot of stuff going on. Basically, Porky Pig goes to work at LexCorp, and everything looks like on the up and up. But of course, Lex Luthor is Lex Luthor. Nothing is on the up and up with him. I felt that this was as though it looked more stylistic and more based in reality. It felt more like a Looney Tunes kind of zany thing going on. All that social justice stuff aside. And then there was a backup story in the back, kind of a smaller version that had more of Looney Tunes art. You had a traditional Porky Pig and a traditionally cartoonish Lex Luthor and a traditionally zany one. So all in all, I know a lot of people were fans of these issues when they came out last year. I think you're going to be fans of this one. It's an interesting read. It's a modern morality tale. It was both, and I don't know how they did this, it was more serious than I thought it would be, but also more zany than I thought it would be, more Looney Tunes. So all in all, it was a good book. I think you would enjoy it. And that's all I have to say about that. So if you read Lex Luthor, Porky Pig, number 1, DC Looney Tunes crossover special, what did you think? Was I completely off base with my take on it? What should I read next? You can put that in the comments below. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your family, rent an airplane and put a big skywriting in the sky for me. You would be my favorite person in the world. I will see everybody tomorrow with another comic book. Have a great night.